Have you ever felt like life is just a series of random events, a chaotic mix of good luck and bad? What if I told you there's a deeper pattern, a hidden wisdom in everything that happens? Let's explore this through a timeless story that might just change the way you see your own life. In a quiet village, nestled between green fields and ancient trees, lived an old man. He wasn't rich, he had no land or treasures, but he possessed something truly magnificent. A brilliant white horse. Its coat shimmered like silver, and its eyes held a calm, powerful wisdom, much like its owner. Merchants and nobles traveled from far and wide, offering sacks of gold for this incredible animal. But the old man always refused with a gentle smile. "He is not property," he would say. "He is my friend, my family." The villagers thought he was a fool. "You could sell that horse and live like a king. Why choose to be poor?" they'd ask. The old man would simply reply, "Money can't buy the peace I already have." His contentment was a puzzle they just couldn't solve. Then, one morning, disaster struck. The stable was empty. The white horse was gone. The villagers rushed to the old man's home, their voices filled with a mix of pity and "I told you so." "What terrible luck," they cried. "You should have sold him when you had the chance. Now you have nothing." The old man, however, remained calm. He looked at their worried faces and said softly, "Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's not. Who can truly know?" The villagers were baffled. How could he be so detached? To them, it was clearly a catastrophe. But life, as it often does, had a surprise in store. 3 days later, the thundering of hooves echoed through the valley. The white horse had returned, and he wasn't alone. Following him were 3 beautiful wild horses from the mountains. The village erupted in excitement. "You're the luckiest man alive," they exclaimed to the old man. "You lost 1 horse and gained 3 more. It's a miracle." The old man watched the horses, a thoughtful expression on his face. "Maybe it's good," he said quietly. "Maybe it's not. Life has its own rhythm. We must wait and see what melody it plays next." His peaceful response only deepened their confusion. Why couldn't he just celebrate his good fortune like a normal person? Soon after, the old man's son, a strong and eager young man, began the challenging task of training the wild horses. He was determined to help his father. But one afternoon, tragedy struck again. While attempting to tame a spirited stallion, the boy was thrown to the ground, his leg breaking badly. The villagers gathered once more, their faces grim. "Oh, what a curse," they lamented. "This is what happens when you welcome wild things. Such terrible, terrible luck." They looked at the old man, expecting to see despair. Instead, he met their gazes with his usual tranquility. "Sometimes," he said, "the path to a blessing is paved with pain. We don't always see the entire map of our journey." They shook their heads and walked away, whispering about the strange old man who seemed immune to life's highs and lows. A few weeks later, the drums of war began to beat across the kingdom. Soldiers marched into every town and village, conscripting all able-bodied young men for the front lines. A shadow of grief fell over the community, as every family gave up a son to the war, their hearts heavy with fear. Every family, that is, except one. The old man's son, still recovering from his broken leg, was spared. His injury, once seen as a curse, had become his salvation. The villagers came to the old man one last time, their eyes filled with tears and a newfound understanding. "You were right," they admitted, their voices heavy. "Your son's broken leg was a blessing in disguise. Our sons are gone, and we don't know if we'll ever see them again." The old man looked at them with deep compassion. "Life is a river," he said. "It flows between banks of joy and sorrow, gain and loss. Everything that happens is a current, pulling us towards a destination we can't see at first. Trust the flow." This story holds a powerful truth for all of us. We are so quick to label our experiences. This is good. This is bad. We celebrate a promotion, only to find it brings overwhelming stress. We mourn a breakup, only to discover it opened the door to true love. What feels like a devastating loss today might be creating the space for a greater gain tomorrow. The obstacle that blocks your path might be protecting you from a danger you cannot yet see. The old man's wisdom wasn't about being detached. It was about having a deep trust in the journey of life. He understood that you can't judge a chapter while you're still in the middle of it. The full story is only revealed at the end. So, the next time you face a challenge, a loss, or an unexpected setback, remember the old man and his white horse. Take a deep breath. Instead of reacting with fear or anger, try asking, I wonder what this is preparing me for. I wonder what good will come from this. Embrace the uncertainty. Trust that every twist and turn has a purpose. What hurts you today may be strengthening you for tomorrow. What you lose might be making room for something far better. Have faith in your journey, stay resilient, and remember that in the grand tapestry of your life, every single thread has its reason. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that helps us navigate this beautiful, mysterious journey of life. We'll see you in the next video.